There are only a handful of people on this planet that you can assume, without a doubt, everyone knows who they are. Justin Bieber is one of those people. The teen heartthrob from Canada has been an international celebrity for 10 years now. Hardly anyone has grown up in the limelight as much as he has. Even before he reached puberty, he was storming the charts and giving concerts in front of thousands of people. He was on TV, on magazine covers, and at the most exclusive events in Hollywood. In the meantime, Bieber has become something like a confirmed superstar. Bieber's lifestyle has also adapted to his star status. In this video, we take you into the extraordinary life of Justin Bieber. We show you what makes up his lifestyle and what a day in the life of the pop icon looks like. In addition, we go into what riches he owns, how the relationship with his now wife, Hailey Baldwin is, and with what unusual occupations Justin Bieber passes the time. So stay tuned here at Wonderlane. Oh, and write us in the comments what you think about Justin Bieber. We're curious about your opinions. To give you an idea of Bieber's life, we will divide this video into 3 sections: his occupations, meaning what he spends his time on, his relationship, and last but not least, his possessions. So, let's start with Bieber's occupations. For most of the last 10 years, Justin Bieber's profession as a singer and pop star has been the absolute main occupation in his life. At this time, his life consisted of studio days during album production, touring life during the 4 world tours he's performed, and numerous press appointments, award shows, and filming days for television and film productions. A time in which Bieber had little time for other hobbies, for relaxation and recreation, and for a stable social life. Then, in March of 2019, Bieber made a public statement announcing that he would be retiring from the music industry for some time to resolve some personal and deep-rooted issues, which we'll go into more depth about at the end of this video. At that time, he had only released one feature with Ed Sheeran and gave an off-the-cuff performance at the Coachella Festival, where he announced that he would soon be making music again and releasing an album. Apart from making music as his profession, an important element in Justin's life is his faith. Or rather, his religiosity. Justin was brought up as a Christian by his mother, and is therefore firmly rooted in his Christian faith to this day. According to his own statements, he prays regularly. Accordingly, most of his tattoos also have religious meanings. In the spirit of his faith, Justin Bieber is also involved in the church. He regularly goes to church in Los Angeles, and even held a service there for the first time at the end of August in 2019. Whereby Justin Bieber is a member of the so-called Hillsong Church, a modern trend within the evangelical church, which is known, above all, for its openness and also its modern music. In the context of his commitment to the church, Justin Bieber, incidentally, also has a very intimate relation with his pastor, Carl Lentz. He even brought him on stage at a concert during his last world tour. In addition to his church activities, Justin Bieber spends most of his free time doing sports. For several years, for example, he has been regularly photographed by paparazzi while jogging in the Hollywood Hills. Apart from jogging, he discovered his passion for fishing as a child. So, he even has a huge fish pond in his backyard in Los Angeles. By his own account, Bieber goes to the pond almost every morning with a small wooden boat and fishes from there for a while. He has also been photographed fishing from his yacht. Another sporting activity that Bieber counts among his hobbies is skateboarding. For several years now, Bieber has been pursuing this trendy sport in his free time. He has been spotted in skate parks all over the world. And although he hardly has time with his stressful star life, he seems to have mastered at least the basics of skating. Justin Bieber has also been filmed in cities, trying to jump steps or skate other spots. By the way, Justin Bieber also has contact with famous professional skaters. so he already skated in the exclusive skate park called the Barracks, which is actually only reserved for professional skaters, and already let himself be seen at skate competitions to cheer for his skating friends there. The most important relationship in his life at the moment is apparently the one with American model Hailey Baldwin, who Bieber has been married to since 2018. Bieber and Baldwin have known each other since the early days of Bieber's celebrity career. Over the years, the friendship between the two became closer, among other things, because they had mutual friends and both belonged to the just mentioned Hillsong Church. In 2016, the first speculations arose that the two were more than just friends. The rumors were confirmed by some photos, but then followed a phase in which the two had no contact. Then, in 2018, they met again after a few months and celebrated their engagement. Since then, there are always contradictory reports about their relationship in the public. In the meantime, it seemed to be over between the two, but then they were seen in public with each other again. Also, in 2019, photos surfaced of Justin and Hailey at a crisis meeting, which showed Justin in tears. It is not known whether this was directly related to the relationship or rather to other problems, but it is certain that Hailey and Justin met during a period of change in Justin's life. As we said before, Justin Bieber withdrew from the music business at the beginning of 2019 to solve some deep-rooted problems with himself. Meanwhile, he turned to the public several times in interviews and on Instagram to talk about these problems. While doing so, he recounted that he had been in an extremely unusual position since his late teens. He lived a life in the limelight. Everything was thrown at him, but still, he was under enormous public pressure. This led to a number of things falling short in his development. He had no time for himself, no time for close friends and family, no real attachments, didn't learn to take responsibility, and so on. This led him to become more and more pessimistic and negative in recent years, to the point that he is now even diagnosed with depression. He also spoke publicly about the fact that he started abusing drugs when he was 19 and developed a disrespectful attitude towards women. However, as already indicated, Justin Bieber is now on the road to recovery. He himself says that, especially the church, his marriage, and his family help him out enormously, and his improvement is actually reflected in his behavior. While Justin Bieber used to be known for his aggression towards paparazzis,
What'd you say? You heard what I said, man. What'd you say? You heard what I fucking said, mate. Lose your fucking belt. Lose your fucking belt. Lose your fucking belt.
In the course of this year, many videos of him appeared in which he repeatedly spoke in a friendly and clarifying manner with paparazzis, and appeared very patient, polite, and approachable in public.
You know, it's hard for me to you know, I want to respect you guys, and I want you guys to know that, like, I don't want to be a dick to you guys.
After shedding light on Justin Bieber's occupations and his relationship, let's now take a look at his ownership. In other words, his possessions. Until the beginning of 2019, Justin Bieber lived in a house in the Hollywood Hills, which he rented for a whopping $55,000 a month. The house had over 550 square meters of living space on 3 floors, with an infinity pool overlooking Los Angeles and many other special features. At the beginning of 2019, he and Hailey then bought another house in Beverly Hills. The $8.5 million mansion boasts similar features and was designed and created by star designer Charles Infante. In addition, Bieber owns a second mansion in Ontario, Canada. The $5 million estate has a 2-story wine cellar, a home theater, and over 7 bedrooms. Moreover, it is located right on a lake and stands out for its huge property of 40 hectares. Besides these 2 properties, Justin Bieber also rents other luxury properties in cities like Atlanta, Miami, and Montclair. When it comes to the topic of cars, Bieber has also made sure that he can directly call a whole selection his own. He drives 4 Lamborghini Aventador, each in 4 different colors, several Ferraris, an Audi R8 in a feline pattern, a Rolls-Royce Ghost, a Mercedes G-Class in silver, and numerous mid-range cars. By the way, Bieber also travels in the air in private vehicles, or rather, airplanes. In 2014, namely, he gave himself a $60 million private jet for Christmas. As in the air and on the road, Justin Bieber is always luxurious on the sea. Thus, he owns a $4.5 million yacht, on which he spends his vacations and has repeatedly hosted extravagant parties in the past. With all these possessions, it's safe to say that Justin Bieber is one of the wealthiest and richest people at his age. But as we have just seen, this does not mean that he's peaceful and happy. Feel free to write us your thoughts about Justin Bieber, his lifestyle, and everything in the comments. Otherwise, like this video if you liked it, and subscribe to Wonderlane for more. Until next time then, here at Wonderlane.